So these mini chainsaws, are they actually worth it? These things are super inexpensive on Amazon compared to some of the name brands. And this particular one, the TomyVic, was sent to me for review. Now I've reviewed one of these mini chainsaws before and I absolutely love it. I personally have found that these mini chainsaws can be really handy around my backyard, cleaning up any trees that might have had broken branches or just need to be trimmed up. All right, let's go ahead and open up this TomyVic chainsaw. This is a 6-inch mini chainsaw. Comes in a nice little compact case. I like how it's not a super big case. The last one that I got was a little bit larger case. This one's nice and compact. Looks like you get a user manual. You get some gardening gloves, so to protect your hands whenever you're working with it. Some safety glasses, that's nice to see. An extra chain, which is always really nice to see. Looks like you get a couple of different tools to make adjustments, so this is not a toolless mini chainsaw. And then you get a little jug for some oil. Then you get the unit itself. Now, looking at this right away, the only thing that concerns me is that there is no full guard right here. So if your hand slips, you have the potential to actually slip right into the saw. So we'll have to kind of play around with it and see. Just my initial testing, at least the blade is over on this far side away from the motor. So if you control everything with your right hand, you do have the motor kind of preventing your hand from slipping forward. But if you're left-handed, that's going to be a little bit more complicated. You could potentially slip and run right into that. But it does have this little guard right here, which is nice to see. It'll prevent your hand from going over the top. And not only that, this does have a safety button here, so you have to push that in, I bet, to pull the trigger. So the trigger is locked all the time unless you hit this little safety button. So it won't accidentally turn on. It does look like it comes with 2 lithium batteries. Now these are 21 volt, just like the last model that I got. And that seems to be a pretty common voltage for these little mini chainsaws that are kind of off-branded. And it plugs directly into the battery. Let's see what kind of charger we have here. See if it's a dual charger or a single. Now this is a single charger, so you will have to charge each battery individual. Let's just see if we've got any charge on these batteries real quick. So they just plug in real nice, hold pretty secure. Put that button down and yeah, we do have power. Now what's interesting about this, there is no oil reservoir. There's no place to actually put oil. Take that battery out. There's no place to actually put oil, and that's probably why they give you this kind of little jug here, so you can kind of go through here and just add some oil as you're using it. Now the other thing to take note of is there is no plastic sleeve to slide over the main unit of the saw, and that's okay. There's not a lot of safety features going on here, but at least we have this right here. And it seems like if you're right-handed, it may work a little bit better. But now that we've got this open and we know the batteries have some charge, let's go ahead and take this outside and see how well this little guy cuts. All right, let's go ahead and just start with this kind of dead branch I've got here. I can cut it in a few places and we'll see how this TomyVic 6-inch mini chainsaw works. Let's start right here. Oh yeah. This thing works really smooth. It kind of throws sawdust all over you, but that's just how it is whenever you're using any type of chainsaw. But let's try to cut this one. Yeah, that works good. Yeah, and this is super lightweight. That's something that my other one's a little bit heavier. So this one's really, really lightweight and it feels good in the hand. I don't feel like I'm gonna slip off of it like I was concerned slipping off of this and coming into the blade here. But yeah, this seems to be working really well. Let's go ahead and finish cutting this all the way down. Get it in the little bit thicker spot here. Yeah, no issues whatsoever so far with cutting this. And that one was a relatively thick branch. Let's go ahead and see what else we can cut down with this. It's a little bit thicker, kind of dead branch. Cut through that with no problem. All right, let's test this on something that's really, really thick. Look at that, it's almost the width of the actual blade itself. There you go. Even with a loose chain, this thing cut right through it. This thing is absolutely massive compared to the size of this chainsaw. I mean, it's almost the full 6 inches of the blade. You're probably looking at a 5-inch wide log here, and this little guy ripped right through it. Now, I don't believe that this is actually what these things are designed for, but just proof that these things are more capable than what you would think they would be. I think if we're talking ideal size, you're probably looking at around probably 2 to 3 inch thick logs or limbs, something like this. It could cut through really quickly. And it has absolutely no problem ripping right through branches and logs this thick. So there you go, that's the TomyVic 6-inch mini chainsaw, and for the price right now, it's $55 plus a 15% off coupon on Amazon as of today, recording this video. And the normal price is only $69. So even at full price, I think this little chainsaw is absolutely cool. These things are a time saver, super handy, super fast. I would highly recommend it. If you guys want to pick one of these up, I would appreciate it if you used my links below, as that helps out my channel. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next one.